Welcome to another episode of The Mind Matters. This is Laura K. Ellis. I'm a multi-certified hypnotherapist and transformational life coach. If you enjoy this podcast, it would be greatly appreciated for you to like and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. Well, let's begin with relationships today, and I chose this topic mainly because the holidays are approaching and people tend to focus on relationships and or feeling lonely and aloneness. And what I want to say first and foremost is that so many people have the wrong idea, or maybe ideas, plural on that, regarding, well, we'll stick with romantic relationships for now. And it appears because of the media, now more than ever, you see this dysfunction going on between not only male and female partners, but also with their children. And some of it excruciatingly sad, to say the least. So let me begin by saying what I know for sure. And what I know for sure, and I've been practicing 13 years, so I have the experience behind me as well as my education and being a highly developed empath. All of these things work together for what I do with my clients. So what I want to say is people generally have the wrong idea as to why they're in a relationship with their partner. They also often stay in these relationships that are not healthy because of wrong thinking. Now, these ideas or belief systems that most people have are not healthy. And why is that? Where did they come from? They came from past programming. They came from other people's thoughts and habits and patterns that could go back, and oftentimes do, 3 to 4 generations. So you picked up these partners, potential partners, marriages, whatever they may be, based on information that you didn't ask for. That's the bottom line. You attracted this information by default because the unconscious mind is wide open, like a sponge taking in water, from actually the 3rd trimester in the womb up until 10 years of age. So I've spoken about this once before, but maybe a little differently, but it's just so important because most of my clients have issues regarding relationships today. They oftentimes, and you may be one of them, make excuses for their partner. Well, he didn't speak to me very nicely, but it's okay. He said he was sorry. No, it's not okay. It's absolutely unacceptable. Verbal abuse, physical abuse are clear signs of what could come. Okay? You don't know because you don't know the other person's mind. But here's a tip on a good way to get an idea, is to do a family background check. Not just on the individual that you're married to or dating, or you could converse with the parents, or maybe you're very enlightened and can observe their parents if they're still on this planet and see how they interact with each other. All of those things are going to bring you to what you really need to know about the person you're involved with or getting ready to get involved with. And that's just the truth. So that being said, When I counsel my clients today, many of them do make excuses for their current relationships. But until someone is healed, and by that I mean, going in and addressing the subconscious mind, because that's the storehouse of memory, that's the root cause of everything you experience, good, bad, or indifferent. So until it's addressed on that level, okay, now we're going to throw in the law of attraction here. You will continue to attract these people into your life that mirror the information that was brought on to you by default before the age of 10. Now, if it wasn't primary caretakers or your family, your mother and father per se, that raised you, or even if they did, this does and can go back 3 to 4 generations. So what does that mean? Well, if you had a great life at home with, and this is being truthful with yourself, okay? We're not idealizing our parents, but going back into grandmother and grandfather, maternal and paternal side, what do you see there? What do you know about them? Because the lineage is real. These energy is real. So whatever your parents might have decided to, for example, make choices that were healthy and weren't affected in adulthood so much by past programming, but others may have been. And we all have different triggers and we all process information differently. Okay? So if you keep attracting, or you feel like you do, time and time again, individuals that are not healthy, and your soul knows that, you know somewhere deep within you that things may not be right. They're not treating you right, or you have this feeling that something else is going on that you're not sure about. Could be infidelity. That's also a pattern, and things that are picked up on from primary caretakers and beyond. It can be a numerous, vast amount of issues. Okay? And if these issues continue, habits, patterns, with you, that's when you know absolutely that you're attracting these individuals based on your energy, where you're vibrating, which is also based on past programming. Okay? So oftentimes it's not your fault. You need to know that. You don't want to start, and this happens quite often as well, it starts affecting your core, your self-esteem, your self-identity. Who am I now? Am I this washed up washcloth, dirt rag that I'm allowing this individual to speak down to me, to treat me badly, to see other individuals outside our partnership or marriage or agreement? What is going on here? And it affects your self-esteem if it hasn't already started that way. If you came in to a relationship with self-doubt, okay, maybe not have been aware of it. Oftentimes people get into relationships because they feel the other person is amazing and wonderful, yet that's only part of the time. The other part of the time they're being stonewalling, not speaking to you, for example, for days at a time. That's a form of abuse, okay? Or they're verbally abusive, or throwing out digs, or physically abusive, or both, and the list goes on and on. But for now, just look at your primary caretakers as a child. Look at what happened or what you heard before the age of 10 that you're aware of, and you'll find the connections. And the only way to change, to get into healthier circumstances, attracting healthier individuals, raising your vibration, is through the unconscious mind. I hope this was helpful. And I will speak more about this as we approach the Christmas holiday and New Year's and so forth. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I'm going to leave a few links under this podcast that you can get some information, downloads from MP3s, and a course in particular that I did via a workshop that you can purchase on my website. Otherwise, take good care for now. Thanks for listening.